I do not like Superman. I'm strictly a Batman fan. I accept Superman, but Batman is my go-to guy. But even I have to admit, this current Superman run is fire. Every issue fire. And in this issue, he's going to be facing off against Super-Lex. That is Lex Luthor in the body of a Kryptonian. Oh my God. Get excited. And let's talk Superman, issue 25. We begin with a brief flashback into the past. Lex Luthor watching his own ad, and he is honestly irritated. Lex Luthor doesn't like looking cute. He was about to fire his PR team on the spot until Mercy said, yeah, it makes you feel more relatable, sir. Regardless though, he looked at his watch. It's almost about time. Superman is going to come through. He's going to beat me up and take me to prison. And then our plan begins. I want you to integrate Supercorp. She said, great, sir. How about Project XL? He said, no, don't be foolish. I scrapped that project for a reason. It was a failure. And besides, it is supposed to be a backup if this fails. And I, Lex Luthor, will not fail. Understood? She said, yes, of course. But yeah, we find out real quick that he did fail. Matter of fact, that Lex Luthor is dead. His memories are gone. Well, they have returned, but clearly he's different. And now, Mercy has done the unthinkable. She released a project that was supposed to be scrapped. She released Project XL. Lex Luthor in the body of a Kryptonian, and his memories were jumbled. Matter of fact, they were outdated because some of the events he doesn't even know about. He looked to his side and saw his daughter. Lena, what are you doing here? She said, Dad, I work here. He just shoved her to the side. You're supposed to be on that island with your grandmother. I sent you there for a reason. He looked at Superman and saw Superwoman and said, what the fuck? Lois Lane in a costume. Mercy, explain. And she did. She explained that Supercorp worked and they worked together. But now she's being betrayed. Now he had to be released. He said that is to be expected. You can never trust Superman. Lena looked at Mercy in disgust. Look at what you've done. Look at what you've brought. And we see a few days earlier, she had a moment with Lex. You see, Lex was filled with love. She was no longer his assistant. She was someone he wanted to be with. He wanted to build a life with her. And she, well, this shocked her because she thought they were following a plan. He clearly wasn't. He knew the plan apparently, but still, he was different now. Let's forget about this. Let's move. Just me and you. We now learn that she could never do that. She watched as Superman get slam dunked by Lex Luthor. This brother was a fighter. Jesus Christ. 2 supers for a price of 1. Fantastic. His daughter wasn't as hard as Mercy because she started calling her father, her true father, the one that was arrested. We need help. Mercy, dangerous. And he, well, he started to fidget. I need to go back. My people are in trouble. I need to go. You need to release me. But they didn't want to until they heard the explosion. Poof. Someone was here, and they were here for Lex. It was Moonlight, the spirit of Metropolis, here to serve Lex Luthor justice for all the chaos he has brought to this beautiful city. And Lex said, of course, you could have my fucking soul. But for now, I need something from you. When it is done, you could do whatever you want with me. She said, cool. What do you need? He said, I need a ride. Back with Superman, though, he was getting his shit rocked. I mean, the beatdown was ridiculous. He had to pause and take his shorty out of the building because that is the Superman way. The second this person fights real well or has enough strength to level a building, he gets out of there quickly so they don't have to destroy more property. Superman was a good guy. Lex Luthor, on the other hand, was a piece of shit. And this body gave him enough confidence to be just that. But you see, before he could start laying waste to the city, someone called his name. This fight is not with them, it's with me. As we see, the original Lex, the true Lex, was here, on horseback, ready to fight. I don't know how you got free, but I'm here to stop you. He said, oh, Mercy let me out. He said, fuck. Alright, with the click of his wrist like Iron Man, his battlesuit flew towards him and he put that shit on. He was powerful. The suit irradiated kryptonite energy. He was here, or rather, this suit was here to kill super people. Regardless though, Super-Lex wasn't bothered. He smacked him to the side, and then he felt it. The whole reason Lex Luthor thought he was a failure. He wasn't complete. This was Bizarro tech. He made that body as a last resort, and now this body was breaking apart. Lex begged him, let me help you, but he said, nope, he grabbed Lex and smacked him to earth like a freaking rock. Metropolis is my city, and if I can't have it, no one can. I am the true Lex, and just like Diddy, whatever I want, I'm going to get. He must have not gotten the memo. There isn't just a Superman in Metropolis, there is a Superwoman too, and she hits just as hard. The beatdown was atrocious, and while they beat him down, Lex Luthor, the original, was being cared for by Moonlight. You see, they made a deal, and she plans to have him pay. You are helping the city now, and besides, it's daylight. I shall return when the moon comes. Be ready to pay. Super-Lex, on the other hand, was, well, he was having fun. They were not taking him seriously at all. You used ice. Really? I think you're not taking this seriously enough. Let me show you why you should. Headbutt. He almost cracked Superman's nose bone. You could visibly see Superman start to get pissed off. And for those of you who don't know, he has red kryptonite in his veins. So the smallest thing could set him off and he becomes murderous. Lois Lane had to come over and say, hey, calm down, control yourself. You could do this. And he was like, I'm trying to, but Lex, he didn't give a damn. He pulled Lois Lane by her hair and said, shut the fuck up. Calm down for what? Get angry. Get pissed off. Matter of fact, Lois, you look good, girl. And you have superpowers as well. We could be a good couple. What'd you think? We could make a perfect couple. In fact, just give me a few minutes, huh? Let me kill your husband so we can start a family. She said, what? Don't play with my family, boy. He said, play with your family. Ah, I remember you have a son. I'll kill him too. The House of L must die today, and she lost her mind. I honestly think this was a solar flare, because he flew back with so much force that should have killed a normal Kryptonian realistically. But you see, Lex was different. This Super-Lex was tough. Lex's daughter looked at Mercy crazy. This is what you wanted, Metropolis on fire. Fuck this. I'm going outside to help my father, my true father. All Mercy could say is watch. Lex will return. Watch, he's the true Lex. Lois, on the other hand, dropped like a missile. She was burnt out, and she was checking on her husband. He was okay, but like I said, Super-Lex doesn't fall. He was ready for part 2. The true Lex had to step out like, chill, let me help you, please. Super-Lex just looked at him in disgust. Fuck off. This is all your fault. If you kept on mission, this never would have happened. It's all your fault. You're not Lex, I am. And Lex just sighed, alright, and blasted his head off in front of Superman, in front of his daughter. Everyone lost their minds, but Mercy, she smiled, knowing full well, he's back. Lex Luthor has returned. Superman pulled up in force. What did you do? Lex Luthor said I finished the job. He would have killed me, you, your wife, my daughter, your son. He was a monster, and he would have killed Metropolis. Superman didn't give a damn. You took an innocent life. Fuck this. I'm taking your ass back to prison. Superwoman watched the city, but she didn't respond. And when he looked back, both him and Lex Luthor couldn't believe their eyes. Superwoman was there all right, but you see, she was no longer super. Her powers were gone. Just gone. Now, if my theory is correct, she used a solar flare attack, using all her solar energy all at once. If I'm wrong, then yeah, Zod has his power back, and he will come for vengeance.